Hello and welcome to Aurelian University. In this video I want to cover one more issue with files and file systems, and that is that we can move files from one place to another. So it's not just that we can read and write files, we can actually copy them from one place to another. So for this we're going to need the same things we had before, OS and pathlib at the top here. But also I want you to download shutil module, and from it, so from shutil, import copy file. We just want one function, and that's enough to help us to do what we're going to do today. So we're going to do the same thing here as we have a script path, and we get the path to our new folder. We also want our path to a final folder that we'll make in this line, just like we did in our last one. And we're going to use the same folder as the last video. So if you don't have a new folder with all the text files that we created in the last video, this won't really do much. So make sure you have those files on hand. And then we're going to go ahead and do directory equals pathlib.path new path, and final directory. We'll create another directory called final directory equals pathlib.path final path. And we'll print out files that contain 5. So you've probably guessed by that what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the files and read them and see which one contains the number 5. So to do that, we'll read the files just like we did in the past. F equals open the path to the file, and then R, because we're going to read them. We're going to put the contents of the file in the variable R and close the file. And then we're going to have a condition, and we're going to find the number 5 in this string up here. And to do that, we're going to have our condition, and we'll use what's called a method. So anytime you have a function, so something with parentheses here that gives off a value, followed by, or that follows a dot and some other variable, this is called a method. And a method is a function that belongs to a specific object or variable. So R is a string, and all strings have this function that will tell you whether or where in the string a certain substring or a certain other string is. So we'll do r.find, and we'll put in quotes because we're looking for the string of the number 5, right? The string form of it. We're not looking for an integer. 5. And what this will do is it'll tell us the position of the number 5 in all of the files. And if it doesn't exist in a file, then it'll give you a -1. If it does exist, it'll give you the position. So if it's the 5th character, it'll give you a 5, or it'll give you a number that represents it as the 5th character. If it's the 29th character, it'll give you that number, that index of where it is. And so if it's greater than -1, that means it's found in the document. And then we're going to use this file right here that we were able to import from shutil, this module. So it's a pre-written function, pre-written code. And what we'll do is in this code, there are 2 things you need to put in the function between these parentheses. You'll put the path to the file that we just read, same as up here. Then we'll put the path to where we want it to be, and that'll be the final path. So this the folder up here where we want it saved, and then a slash, and then its name, because we'll want to save it to have the same name, just in a different location. And then we're going to print out all the files in that final directory, and what that'll do is it'll show us that we found a file with the number 5 in it. So if we go Python 3 lesson8.py, a list of all the files that contain 5, text file number 5. As remember, we wrote the number in each file of the text file it was. So if it was text 0, it had a 0 in it. If it was text 3, and it had a 3 in it. So this is also something that's going to make our tutorials in the future hopefully a lot more rich, the fact that we can work with files So keep this in mind, and we'll see you in the next video.